My mother always wanted me to be a good student. She was very happy for me if I got good grades. But of course, I had to study to get them, and she used to test me on the material before the exam when I was in primary school. If I was not prepared properly, she would get frustrated with me for not knowing what I am supposed to know. Whenever this happened, I started crying, and she would leave the room. I calmed down after a while and started studying again until I was able to tell her everything I needed to know for the exam. Back then, I just absorbed her frustration, and only recently I realized that I developed a mechanism to get frustrated very quickly and even give up if things do not work out as I have planned. This behavior I have learned unconsciously through these episodes of my life. Since I've become aware of this, I am able to see this pattern, and I am currently working on unlearning this mechanism. It is an example of how unconsciousness about your inner child can control your life and become your God, in the sense that it influences and controls your life now and potentially in the future. I would like to read to you three quotes from Swiss psychiatrist Carl Gustav Jung. If you do not make your unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. It is true, my God is a child, and thereby I learn humility. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. If you look at the reflecting surface of the unconscious waters, you will see a dark silhouette. It is not pleasant to look at this shadow, for it is what you hide from others. It is your psychological shadow, and it consists of everything you are not, everything you are unable to be, and everything that you do not want to be. In other words, it encapsulates your pain, fear, insecurity, shame, and doubt. Everything you judge as bad and evil within yourself and therefore also within others. Everything you demonize and distance yourself from. The examples coming easiest to mind are, of course, acts of violence and abuse, but there is more to the shadow. It also holds your individual dislikes and every antagonist to all your beliefs. If you think that you are smart, your shadow will reveal your stupidity. If you believe that you are a kind and a nice person, your shadow can reveal to you your own wretched and maliciousness. But if your gaze lingers on this monster, it will reveal to you a wounded child. The child within you that lingers in the depths of the unconscious. This child is you. When you were a young boy or girl, your parents taught you how to live life. These were the rules of life within your family. A few years later, you learned from your kindergarten caregivers and teachers in school new rules for the life with other children and preparing you for a life with adults. Throughout your journey, thousands of people have told you who you are and who you are supposed to be. Because of the unconscious absorption, you took these beliefs about yourself as the truth, and they have manifested in your life and controlled you ever since. This does not mean that all these beliefs are bad or reprehensible, but they can be, and if they are, it is better to know about them. See, my parents taught me that I'm a smart boy. But every time I got a bad grade, there was a dissonance within me, and a seed of doubt about myself was planted. So even beliefs that are positive can have negative effects on you. Bringing these beliefs into your consciousness will give you awareness, self-control, and confidence. Your shadow absorbs every insult, every negative comment, every dislike and hatred you carry against yourself. Often this stems from how others have treated you, and you have unconsciously learned to treat yourself in the same way. Your shadow is that which holds your suffering from the past, present, and future. That which you might call ugly and unworthy. You want to ignore your shadow because it reflects back to you what is painfully true. Like in my case, the truth that I am not as smart as I would like to be, and that I need to study to get approval of my mother. But if you are willing to confront this pain, fear, insecurity, doubt, and shame, you will find a deeper truth. What I found was that my mom loves me unconditionally and did what she thought is best for me. This is what it means to bring light into the darkness of your shadow, carrying the flame of consciousness into the abyss of the unconscious, through understanding that every negative judgment of myself or of others is a wound I have not healed. So I discovered a new dimension of self, the innocent, wounded child. You can observe yourself and reflect what triggers and irritates you about others. Realize that this reaction towards someone else is a projection of what you do not like about yourself onto others. Pushing it away, you do not need to confront this aspect within yourself. But as Jesus said, stop judging so that you won't be judged, because the way that you judge others will be the way that you will be judged, and you will be evaluated by the standard with which you evaluate others. What you judge in others, you actually judge in yourself. Only a pure heart can see clearly. Find out what it is you'll dislike about the person you are judging, and then bring it back full circle to yourself. Why do you feel this aversion towards this aspect of yourself? Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." Forgive yourself and forgive others. Forgiveness is acceptance, and acceptance leads to understanding. What you understand about yourself, you understand about others. Understanding gives birth to compassion. Only if you forgive yourself and forgive others, you will end the suffering of the crucifixion through your own self-judgment. For the Lord has taken upon himself your punishment of judgment. He has humbled himself for you. He was tortured, insulted, mocked, shamed, and killed. He is with you, and he has taken you and your cross upon himself. For he is untouched by the pain of the world, and loves you no matter what you have done or what others have done unto you. He is the innocent, wounded child. He is you, revealing your weaknesses, your helplessness and inability. But if you look long enough, He will reveal to you the love you are capable and worthy of. He received unrighteous judgment so you may receive His loving grace. He fell with you so He can help you rise again. He drowned in the ocean of death so you may walk upon the water and gaze into His light. He died for you so you may live for Him. Thank you for watching. God bless you.